The Constitution is the supreme law of India. It lays down the framework defining fundamental political principles, establishes the structure, procedures, powers, and the duties of government institutions, and sets out fundamental rights, directive principles, and the duties of citizens. It is the longest written constitution of any sovereign country in the world, containing in its original form 395 articles and 8 schedules, to which additions have been made through subsequent amendments. At present, it contains 448 articles in 24 parts, 12 schedules, and 97 amendments. The Constituent Assembly of India was elected to write the Constitution of India. Following India's independence from Great Britain, its members served as the nation's first parliament. The Assembly met for the first time in New Delhi on the 9th of December 1946 at 11 a.m. in the Constitution Hall, which is now the Central Hall of Parliament. Dr. Sachidanand Sinha was the temporary chairman of the Constituent Assembly when it met for the first time. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was then elected the President of the Constituent Assembly and would later become the first President of India. In its meeting of 14th August 1947, a proposal for forming various committees was presented. Such committees included a Committee on Fundamental Rights, the Union Powers Committee, and Union Constitution Committee. On the 29th of August 1947, the drafting committee was appointed with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as the chairman, along with 6 other members, assisted by a constitutional advisor. A draft constitution was prepared by the committee and submitted to the Assembly on the 4th of November 1947. The draft constitution was debated and over 2,000 amendments were moved over a period of 2 years. The Assembly met in sessions open to the public for 166 days, spread over a period of 2 years, 11 months and 18 days before adopting the Constitution. The total expenditure incurred during this process was 64 lakh rupees. Finally, on 26th of November 1949, the process was completed and the Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution. The members of the Assembly signed 2 copies of the document, one each in Hindi and English, on the 24th of January 1950. The Constitution was enacted by the Constituent Assembly on the 26th of November 1949. The Constitution of India came into effect on the 26th of January 1950, a day that is now commemorated in India as Republic Day. This date was chosen to commemorate the Purna Swaraj Declaration of Independence of 1930. With its adoption, the Union of India officially became the modern and contemporary Republic of India, and it replaced the Government of India Act of 1935 as the country's fundamental governing document. At this point, the Constituent Assembly became the Provisional Parliament of India, which continued to be in existence until after the first elections under the new constitution took place in 1952. The Constitution declares India, assuring its citizens of justice, equality and liberty, and endeavours to promote fraternity among them. The words socialist and secular were added to the definition in 1976 by a constitutional amendment. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Sanjay Phake, Jawaharlal Nehru, C. Rajagopalachari, Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Kanhaiyalal Munshi, Purushottam Mavlankar, Sandeep Kumar Patel, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Nalini Ranjan Ghosh, and Balwant Rai Mehta were some of the important figures of the Assembly. The Constitution of India has been inspired by some of the greatest democracies of the world, including Britain, America, Russia, and France. The original Constitution of India is handwritten with exquisite calligraphy by Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada. Each page has been beautifully illuminated by artists from Shantiniketan, including Biohar Ram Manohar Sinha and Nandalal Bose.